these companies think that they're slick and that they can pull some fast ones on us because they think we won't notice.
I just got back from doing the groceries. All the prices are going up, and shrinkflation. Everything is getting smaller.
The first scam of 2026 has already arrived, you guys. I went to Lidl, whatever you call it. I went to the grocery store and I got a sparkling water, okay? A girl's allowed to have a sparkling water. And then I opened it, and what the hell is this? This can is fully empty, but closed.
$165 for 16.
Listen, you're not crazy. Your groceries keep shrinking while the prices keep climbing. That's not in your head. It's called shrinkflation. And it's the biggest grocery store scam they're running right now. Inflation already hurts, but shrinkflation? That's robbery with a smile. So the next time you open a bag and it's half empty, remember this. You are not losing your mind. They're just gaslighting your grocery cart.
I don't know who these companies think they're fooling, but we're actually looking at what we're buying. Less product, higher prices, and somehow we're supposed to smile about it? Not today. Check this out.
These companies think that they're slick and that they can pull some fast ones on us because they think we won't notice. So I recently bought a box of protein Honey Nut Cheerios, okay? It's the large size box. This is a regular box of Honey Nut Cheerios. They are, for all intents and purposes, the same size. Now, they are different weights. The regular Honey Nut Cheerios is 10.8 ounces. The large size protein Honey Nut Cheerios is 11.2 ounces. So, just in case anybody asks you, according to big food companies, the difference between a regular size box of cereal and a large size box of cereal is roughly 0.4 ounces. So, I hate it here.
I just want to ask McDonald's, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got a kids meal today, okay? I just wanted something really small to eat, not feeling that hungry. Got a kids meal. Saw that it was the Super Galaxy Mario stuff. It was great. Hi, puppy. Ain't you sweet? Yes, you gotcha. I open it up. I go, great. Cool toy, blah, blah, blah. Chicken's under there. I mean, not chicken, hamburger. I go to take the apples out. Guess what? This shrinkflation is insane. This is the bag. Okay, apple slices. There are 2 slices of apple in this. 2. What are you doing, McDonald's? First the weird video and you took it down, now this. What the heck?
Did a half gallon of milk always have this little indent in it, or is this another shrinkflation thing and this is no longer a half gallon of milk?
I just stopped at Freshco to get my groceries, and not only are they price gouging you, now they're trying to trick you while they do it. Normally in Canada, or for sure at Freshco, they sell ground beef in packages that are either 1 pound, 454 grams, or 1 kilogram. But unlike a lot of other grocery stores, Freshco doesn't post prices by the pound. Usually they just price it based on the package. Looking at the ground beef, and I noticed that regular ground beef, extra lean ground beef, those are both in the usual 1 pound or 1 kilogram packages. However, the lean ground beef, which is probably the most popular for some reason today, was in packages of 345 grams. But it was not priced that way. It was still priced per package. So if you were used to that and you weren't really paying attention, you would just be grabbing it and thinking, that's the price today. We know everything is costing more and more and more, and meat prices especially are crazy. In Canada, beef is just like insanity. But this is like really insanity. When you do that math, you're getting almost 25% less beef for $9 a package. So that's over $11 a pound. And I know that a lot of people are not doing the math in their head and they're not checking their receipts afterwards. So they're grabbing $11 a pound. And the worst part is they're doing it deliberately to trick people into buying it and thinking that that is the price and that's what you're getting, $9. No, no. So say I skipped the beef, and I guess now when I'm going to the grocery store, I'm gonna have to be watching for that. Which that's not even shrinkflation. It's deliberately confusing for people.
Cost of food is getting ridiculous, so I thought that instead of losing my mind, we could play a fun little game where I put food in my grocery cart and you try to guess how much it costs. I'm thinking of calling it The Price is Wrong. Before I forget, I'm Asia Harriet Hales. I'm a writer and social thinker. Hit the button, connect with me, because if you don't, you will probably never see my face again, because I talk about the things that matter and TikTok doesn't like that. On to today's card. Today's card comes from Giant Eagle in Cleveland, Ohio. Are you ready for the items? First up is Nature's Valley Coconut Cream Breakfast Biscuits. Second on our list is Illy Coffee, an import. And third on the list is 4 individual bananas. How much do you think this cart costs? I'll give you Jeopardy seconds to figure it out. Please respect the Jeopardy theme and put your answers in the comments as it plays. If you guessed $15, you would be wrong. That's 2025 pricing. We are now in 2026. 3 items, $30. $30. This seems like a good time to remind you that I do have a paid subscriber community. And in that community, we talk about all of the things, and we talk about them in detail in a way that TikTok does not allow us to. If you're interested in learning more, click the link in my bio. You guys are literally my bread and butter.
Yo, so I went grocery shopping here, right? I noticed something. These are 6 ounces, which are $3.99, right? These are marked as 18 ounces, over a pound, same size, but for $10. To put it in perspective, this is a true 18-ounce bag of blueberries. Buyer beware, they are scamming us.
What's the fucking point? Because they're all kind of full, but then you look at this. You turn them over.
750 grams. Okay.
Y'all, look at that. They're only filling it half full now.
What the fuck?
For $3.64, that's not even 2/3 of the way full.
They used to be huge. It's the same price, but now they're tiny.
And look at how thin the sausage is from McDonald's.
If this is a small, I must be an extra large, because what the fuck?
Y'all need to stop only looking at the front of what it is you're thinking about buying and start turning it around and looking at the whole chemistry lab that is on the back. Well, in this case, on the side. Now, I pulled every single one of these out of my pantry. Bagels, crackers, desserts, cereal, nuts, and they all have the same toxic signatures. Industrial seed oils, bleached flour, synthetic preservatives, and refined sugars. And not to mention, these ice cream cones right here, the ice cream cones that everybody loves so much, this contains a bioengineered food ingredient. We are being conditioned to consume refined flours, inflammatory oils like soybean oil or canola oil, and synthetic additives like BHT that have no business in the human body. You can find shit like that in your cleaning ingredients as well. So to sum this up, this is not food. This is an engineering experiment. And these products, I won't even call this food. These products are sitting in your kitchen just as it was sitting in mine. Do your research. Look at the ingredients. Don't just look at it and grab it, because You are feeding these things to your children. You're feeding it to yourself, to your mom, to your grandpa, to your sister, to your brother, whoever. Don't eat this bullshit.
Shrinkflation. It is a thing, and it is a sucky thing. So, I bought this box of cereal the other day. And I don't buy cereal very often at all, maybe like once or twice a year, because I don't eat it very often, because it's really not that healthy for you. But every once in a while, I just crave a bowl of cereal. And when I was a kid, I used to love Cinnamon Toast Crunch before they started putting all that crap in it that shouldn't be in it. And so this Cascadian Farm organic cereal, although still not healthy, is probably a better option than the other option that has all the chemicals. It does have a hell of a lot less ingredients than the other. But anyways, I had one bowl last night. Yeah, I know. And then I had one this morning. And I poured the rest of it into a small sandwich Ziploc baggie. The rest of it, yeah. Now, I know a serving size on here is 1 cup, and who are we kidding? Not a single person in this world actually has 1 cup of cereal. It's more like 1.5, possibly 2. I think I do about 1.5, 1 3/4 cup of cereal in a bowl, right? With my milk, like most people do with cereal. And I literally have about 4 bowls of cereal out of this entire box. I remember when I was a kid, you could literally, like a regular size box of cereal, not the family size, because I've always done family and regular. A regular box of cereal, you could literally get at least 10 to 12 bowls of cereal out of it. How many? 4. Shrinkflation sucks. You're paying more for a hell of a lot less shit. And it's not cool. Not cool at all.
Alright, has anyone noticed the toilet paper is getting shorter in the holder? Or is it just me?
So I just bought this bag at Superstore, and this was actually what was in my first thing here. So it has a gram. It costs $30, and seriously, I couldn't have cut these off that clean. This is how they get the weight up, and they still charge you $30. This is seriously disappointing.
This is a scam. Last week, these bottles were the same size. Now, one is 16 ounces, one is 14 ounces. They hustling us right in our face. I don't like it. Cheap nut broke.
Alright, so get a load of this. So, this is an unopened package of bacon, right? I think we can all agree that that is unopened, okay? So, it says that it's 12 ounces. I picked it up and I was like, okay. I mean, I know these usually come in a pound, but I got the 12 ounce instead. It was like $4. So, I was just curious. So, let's see. Because I know everybody keeps saying that we're not getting screwed, but look at that. That's with the package. Hold on. So you can see it coming out of the package, because I know everybody thinks these are fake. This is not fake. So this is the bacon that just came out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices in this thing. Okay, let's see how much it weighs. It says that it's 12 ounces, but we saw that it can't possibly be. It is 7 ounces. So shrinkflation isn't real, and they're not scamming us. Right.
Yep, the US is now officially a part of a dystopian nightmare as the government is taking away food sources for everyone. People were absolutely terrified when they started to notice how small food has gotten recently and how high the prices have been, with reports saying the greed of those corporations are costing people their lives. One TikToker went to the supermarket to find a fully unopened bag of chips that was less than a fourth filled.
Look at that. There's like 3 chips. There's 3 chips in the whole bag.
Others have gone to McDonald's to notice how small the fish sandwiches have gotten, to a Big Mac being the size of a slider, making this seemingly the smallest food has ever been in recorded history. This is supposed to be a Big Mac, not a medium Mac. not a little Mac, with BBC reporting that this shrinkflation will never end and only worsen, with studies saying the shock we feel now is here to stay even if the economy improves. However, companies deny shrinkflation completely and claim they are all working on bigger portions. But do you think that's true?
All right, little Debbie, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I took one bite, but look at, there's like nothing around the fucking edge hardly. They're just shrinkflation.
I am so disgusted in these huge corporations and businesses that are trying to get us to buy, just shoveling ads right down our throats on everything. I don't pay attention to ads half the time, but I'm watching YouTube and an ad from Venus just came on. Do you want to know what it was for? Just guess. It was for us to buy a second razor for our downstairs area. Specifically for that. It targets coarser hair, it said. It wants us to have two, like, repackaging. How can we sell them more of the same thing? Repackage it. Just say it's for down there, for delicate areas. It's sickening. The pink tax already. And now I'm seeing an ad from a razor company that is repackaging the same thing, but wanting us to get two. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can we get into this right quick? When in the world did candy bars end up being $1.99?
Okay, I know we're all victims of shrinkflation right now, but let me just show you this. This may be my 13th reason. I just opened this bag, okay? It's vegetarian nuggets, okay? Here's the top. I literally just opened it. And there's 6 in here. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know there's not only 6, right? I'm looking at the serving size. Okay. About 3.5 servings per container, and the serving size is 4 nuggets. So, am I the dumb one, or like, am I tripping? Someone please tell me if it's me, but like, what?
I just got back from doing the groceries. All the prices are going up and shrinkflation. Everything is getting smaller. I go down the cracker aisle. I see crispers thinking, hey, cool, I'll get these. They're on special, $1.99. Nothing extravagant. They go at $1.99 all the time. Then I pick up the bag. Look how little it is. So I know it's backwards, but 145 grams. The previous bags were $1.75, and I would buy them for $1.99. Now I'm getting 145 for $1.99. There was already like nothing in these bags. Now you get even less? Same price. The heck?
The first scam of 2026 has already arrived, you guys. I went to Lidl, whatever you call it. I went to the grocery store and I got a sparkling water, okay? A girl's allowed to have a sparkling water. And then I opened it. And what the hell is this? This can is fully empty, but closed. I just got cheated out of one sparkling water. This was supposed to be a 12-pack. This is an 11-pack. Lidl marketing team, get it together. You know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. I need a free pack of sparkling water, okay? You guys tag their team. Caleb and I, this is an injustice comparatively. See?
Yeah, look. That's a real one.
That's a full can.
This is empty.
That's a disgrace. This is a lie. We should check the others.
Yeah, let's see.
No way it happens twice.
Yeah, full. That'd be hilarious if there
Okay.
was a bunch.
No, we're good. Has this happened to any of you before? Dr. Pepper would never.
Did you get a full? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
we're
this
good.
one.
I drank one already.
look.
Empty. Unopened and empty. Scammed. I got scammed by Lidl.
$165 for 6 things. I mean, salmon's one of them, but my heart goes out to all you moms and dads who are raising families and trying to feed your kids.
It's not in your head. Your groceries really are shrinking all over the store, and some brands are worse than others.
I'll let you know which ones. It's called shrinkflation. They shrink the contents of the package, keep the price, and hope that you won't notice. But once you notice it once, you'll notice it everywhere. And it's not just a few bad players. Almost every major corporation has done it. Orange juice alone has quietly slid from 64 ounces down to 46. Why? Because we barely notice a smaller package, but we do notice a higher price. So they shrink instead of charging more. Some companies are far worse than the rest. First up, Procter & Gamble. Seems like they shrink everything. Dawn dish soap went from 32 ounces to 30. Doesn't sound like much, but at the same price, that's about a 7% price hike that you never saw on the tag. And their product Tide is the master class in shrinkflation. That bottle slid from 100 ounces down to 80. 1/5 of it just gone. They claim that they took out excess water, but they kept the fill line the same. So you pour the old amount and run out faster. Meanwhile, Procter & Gamble just posted record profits, over $15 billion in a single year. That isn't cutting back to survive. That's a strategy. Next, General Mills, masters of the box that never changes. They quietly pulled 2 ounces out of the big box of Honey Nut Cheerios. That's about 2 full bowls, gone. But the box on the shelf looks identical. And it's not just the big conglomerates that are shrinking product after product. Take Thomas Bagels from Bimbo. Bagels that used to be 24 ounces for a pack of 6 quietly dropped down to 22 to 20 and are down to 18. That's a quarter of the pack. Basically, a bagel and a half, gone. Now this may not sound like a ton of money to you, but across a full cart all year, that turns into real money. Money that should be in your pocket, not padding their record profits. So have you already caught any of your favorites shrinking? And in my next video, I'll be covering an even dirtier trick that they're playing on you, called skimflation. Be on the lookout for it. And in the meantime, don't forget to smash that follow button so that we can grow our net worth together.
So I'd like to demonstrate a perfect example of shrinkflation. So I used to get these all the time from Superstore, and I distinctly remember these having a dozen pieces, 6 on each side. And then last year, I remember noticing, hey, for some reason, they've only got 5 pieces aside, 10 pieces. Just got this pack, 4 per side. So now it's 8 pieces. Same price. Nothing's changed.
This is a perfect example of skimpflation. So take a look at the old version of soft soap here, and this is the new replacement. The size is the same, both are 20 ounces, but do you see how it looks slightly different? They've slightly altered the shape, but it's relatively similar. Let's look at the ingredients. One of the big differences is right here. This on the old one says real coconut seed butter. This says real coconut oil and coconut butter scent. This is the old one. Do you see here where it has the coconut seed butter? They've switched it out for coconut oil. So the author who shared this on Reddit was noting that they are the same size, but the new one is a watery mix with almost no coconut husk scrub in it. I think what they meant to say was the apricot seed, that's kind of the exfoliating factor in there. You can see how heavily reduced that is. Like, it doesn't even look similar. And one of the most liked comments there was that it went from coconut butter scrub to exfoliating scrub, coconut butter scent, because they took out the actual coconut butter and they replaced it with oil. So much cheaper of an ingredient and does not feel the same, does not perform the same. And the OP said, I'm convinced the new design is because it would have looked too whitewashed with the original background and new formula. Skimpflation at its finest, and there were a lot of commenters on this Reddit post because a lot of people have this as sort of their go-to backup when they can't afford necessarily to have one of the really expensive body washes. This is their backup. This is their go-to. Not anymore. Domino's is saying no to shrinkflation by launching moreflation. Have you guys seen this by Domino's? They are promoting moreflation because of all of the backlash that so many restaurants and other companies are getting for shrinkflation. When you get 2 medium-sized pizzas for $6.99 in a mix and match deal, they will upgrade one of them to a large, calling it their moreflation promotion. I think this is one of the smarter moves by a company to hear what customers and consumers are saying and say, we're going to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing so that we stand out as the ones who are listening. I don't think that Domino's is innocent of this. I think that some of their pizzas have been suspiciously small, at least by some people's accounts. But I do appreciate that they're actually taking this as a marketing opportunity. This is a bandwagon that I hope more companies jump onto. It's a spectacular way to differentiate that's actually in the consumer's best interest, where most marketing maneuvers and schemes end up being, you know, for the benefit of the company and like, you know, just a short-term interesting thing for customers maybe, but not necessarily in their long-term best interest. But this overall is a good thing, I think, because other companies will have to move towards this as well. As a response to high inflation, many companies are shrinking products to avoid raising prices. Domino's, president of US and Global Services: we understand that consumers are looking for great tasting, affordable meal options. That's why we've taken our biggest and best offer, our mix and match deal, and made it even better by giving customers more pizza for the same price. I hope this catches on.
Let me know if I'm tripping, y'all. When did chalupas get this small? Like, when did chalupas get this small? Like, when did they, like, is this because it's a special edition chalupa, or is this the new chalupa sizes? Because, like, y'all, chalupa, no way. No, nah, you feel me? I was just telling my friend I'm done eating fast food, but, like, I really am for it because the portions just keep getting smaller. Like, I was talking about how the 4 for $4 Wendy's, like, the quality went down altogether, but the burger is, like, so small. But this is not no chalupa. This is not no chalupa. What is this?
You know what I can't stand? When people complain about shrinkflation or enshittification or just the general degradation of the things that they love and consume in the public eye, clearly happening in our faces, just for profit or surveillance. They're basically the same thing. And the rebuff is, it's a company, what would you expect? This is capitalism, what would you expect? Like, why is the knee-jerk reaction to go to the consumer who's like, we're being profoundly fucked by capitalists, to be like, temper your expectations, babe. What else do you expect? People expect better because they had better, because better has happened. People's expectations didn't come out of fucking nowhere. One of the reasons our enemies keep winning this very long, arduous war, because that's what it is. It's also one of my favorite lines in Conclave, when the dean says, Aldo, you talk like this is a war, and then Aldo screams, because it is a war. A war for your freedoms, liberties, basic fucking human rights, privacy, bodily autonomy, agency over your own future, a decent quality of living. And we collectively cede so much ground, forcing people to like manage their expectations and to expect things to just keep getting shittier, and command to stop showing shock and revulsion and anger at the state of the world. World that doesn't have to be like this. It just keeps happening because we think too highly of evil dickheads generally and are nihilistic and afraid of positive change. And that needs to be amended.
So best if used by 5/5/2024. And then you look at the packaging, April 25th, 2024. So no wonder on May 5th it smells like ass. Yep. What about the other one? Oh no, we're taking this to the store. Oh, did you find it? Where's it at? Yep. Best by when?
April 25th.
That's a
APR.
Yep, APR. There we go. And now what's the tag on the front say? What's the store claim that it's good? By 5/5.
Ooh, I am not happy. Look at for a $15 combo sandwich with my sandwich. Look at this. You can't even tell it has any freaking ingredients. It's like the size of 2 taquitos. Let's open this fucker up. That's it. Jimmy John's. I am never buying a sandwich from you again.
Quick little PSA for all you bitch-ass chip companies. Listen up, ho. Those family-sized bags of chips are about this close to being the size of my fucking hand. And when they become that size, I'm telling you right now, bitch, I'm gonna get off my Lexapro and I'm gonna put my foot up y'all's ass for real.
Guys, if you don't know, shrinkflation is here now. And what's happening is that companies are reducing the packaging size, but keeping the prices the same. I'm going to go through some major brands that are doing this. The first one we have here is Keebler Cookies. You can see here, it used to be 17 ounces. Now it's only 14 ounces for the same exact price. Here's another one, 21 taquitos. Now only 20 taquitos, same size box, but the price is also the same. Wheat Thins, the whole family size box used to be about 1 pound. Now it's down to 14 ounces. Family size, family size. Some of the best yogurt went from 5.3 down to 4.5 ounces. Same price, same packaging, except just a smaller size. Can't believe it, they're doing this to dogs too. 50-pound pack down to 45 pounds. We all know about Doritos, 9.75 ounces. It's already full of air. Now it's only 9.25. That means you get five fewer chips.
Okay, so y'all know how they've been talking about like the quality of our food and like what they've been selling us in grocery stores and things like that, you know, shrinkflation and how they're charging us more for worse quality. As someone that is used to shopping at Walmart but just started shopping at Aldi for the first time, and I do have a grocery haul coming for y'all, but I just wanted to ponder on something for a second. I don't know when I realized that the meat and things that I have been buying from Walmart have honestly not been containing as much blood. Does that make sense? I defrosted these pack of steaks because I'm getting ready to cook one. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, these things are really splurting blood everywhere. And like, I got blood all over my counter and whatnot. And then I had to stop and think about it. And I was like, you know what? It's meat. They're supposed to be bloody. They're actually really supposed to be bloody as fuck, like this all the time. So why hasn't my meat from Walmart been this bloody? I swear, y'all, like, I swear I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Like, I'm not someone who necessarily thinks that like everything they're selling us is like fake meat and fake animals and this, that, and the fourth. But I mean, it is something to kind of ponder, because why hasn't the meat been acting like meat? Like, it's like, you know, something's going on. Like, literally a pack of meat has not done this to my counter in probably years.
So, like, genuinely, why is everything getting more expensive but shittier quality? Like, I live in a luxury, like, new build apartment, and the walls are paper mache. And it's nobody's fault with the builders, but like, I've been listening to somebody play the same shit song over and over for like an hour. And I'm sure they're not even playing it loud, but like, I could hear it real nice and loud in my apartment. And like, it's definitely still better than the last place I lived, if you know, you know. But it's just like, why? Why am I paying $1,800 for a small one-bedroom apartment in Rochester, mind you? Rochester, New York. Like, this is not a special city. It's not a big city. It's kind of a shithole, if you ask me. I lived here all my life. I think it's a shithole. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, the plot has been lost. The plot's been lost for a very, very long time. And I think I'm gonna leave after this year. Like, the entire state, actually. Because I'm over New York in general. I don't know. Is it better anywhere else stateside? Or, like, do I just have to fuck off out of the entire country at this point?
Listen, you're not crazy. Your groceries keep shrinking while the prices keep climbing. That's not in your head. It's called shrinkflation. And it's the biggest grocery store scam they're running right now. See, this is how it works. Companies know that you're going to notice if a price tag jumps from $4.99 to $7.99 overnight. You're going to notice that. Well, instead of making it obvious, they just give you less. That box of cereal, same box, but look inside. It's half air and half disappointment. That bag of chips used to be full. Now it's about 12 chips and a yoga mat full of space in the bag. And the irony is they sell it to you like they're doing you a favor. And they'll slap a big new look label on it. Yeah, it's a new look, all right. Less product, same price, sometimes even more. The wildest part is we're in a time where wages are barely moving. People are cutting back just to survive, and corporations are making record profits. So you are not imagining it. You're working harder, spending more, but carrying less home from the store. And it's not just groceries either. It's toilet paper rolls that are thinner, juice boxes that shrink by a few ounces. Even candy bars got smaller, but the price tag increased. And they bank on you not even paying attention. But a lot of us are paying attention, because you can feel it in your wallet every single week. Inflation already hurts, but shrinkflation? That's robbery with a smile. So the next time you open a bag and it's half empty, remember this. You are not losing your mind. They're just gaslighting your grocery cart.
All right, y'all. I just left the grocery store and I have a question. When the hell did eggs become $6? And I ain't talking about like some special kind of eggs. Like, I'm talking about a dozen eggs, medium-sized eggs from Food Depot. Look at these eggs right here. Regular eggs, nothing special. They don't crack themselves or nothing. And then I love cookies. This is where they just, like, I drew the line. I love cookies. Oreos. When did a pack of Oreos become damn near $4? Where have I been? I mean, I may be bugging. Know what I mean? Because my wife, she goes grocery shopping. I'm baffled. Then I seen them have a deal on water. Packs of water. 24 cases of water. The great value joints of water. So I'm like, all right, there's a deal. What's the deal? It says 2 for $7. When the hell did a pack of water become $3.50? Yo, these prices is crazy. Yo, y'all, let me show y'all what I just bought. All right, my wife's, we left church when 28:19, went to church, and then she said, babe, if you don't mind, you know, can you drop us off or whatever, and can you run to the grocery store because she's gonna cook tonight? She asked me for 4 bell peppers. She asked me for paper towels, and I got the cheap joints. Now, I mean, you can't even tear that much sleeves off. You know what I mean? Some eggs and some avocado. I went ahead and threw some chocolate chip cookies in there. Y'all know how much I just paid for that stuff? $40. And then the lady at the cash register had the nerve to ask me, how's my day going? I said, ma'am, I'm getting robbed. I feel bamboozled, hoodwinked, treated like a jive turkey. $40? Y'all, I ain't even buy nothing. I ain't even buy nothing. Y'all think I'm playing? Look at this. I ain't even buy nothing. Bell peppers. Turkey bacon, y'all. Turkey bacon. $40. What the hell? And y'all want to know something that's crazy? I make some good money. I'm not even going to lie. I make pretty goddamn good money if I do say so myself. And I'm looking at these damn prices like, what the hell is this? So I can only imagine somebody that's making like minimum wage or something. How is minimum wage still as low as it is? Like, I know, like in Georgia, there's still some people that's making $7.25. You can't survive off of that. You can't even survive off of making $10. Oh, this is crazy. Yo, when did prices get this high? I might have been out the loop. What do we have to do? I'm gonna create a chicken coop in my backyard. That's the answer.
This is insane. Let me show you how much I paid for just 3 items. 3 items. Kickstarter. Southwest. And another Kickstarter. $9.52. $9.52 for just 3 items. That's all I'm gonna eat today. That's it. That's my meal for the day.
Next time you go grocery shopping, don't just look at the price. Look at the size. You might be paying more for a whole lot less. Stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button. Don't forget to comment and turn on your notification bell. Happy every day.